Baba, beware of 1967 mistake made by Obafemi Awolowo. This article is coming from Hope Rebecca. Awolowo was released from Calabar prison by Biafran leader Odumegu Ojukwu, and there was an agreement that while Ojukwu declared Biafra in the east July 1967, Awolowo would declare Oduduwa Republic in the west. The British establishment, sensing the dangers of Awolowo declaring Oduduwa Republic in the west, convinced Gowon and the north to checkmate Awolowo's secessionist agenda by appointing him the vice chairman of the Federal Executive Council. This strategy worked effectively, and Awolowo was deceived that after Gowon's tenure, he would be given the opportunity of ruling Nigeria. Awolowo thus had to checkmate the Biafran dream to clear any obstacle to his ruling Nigeria, while the North was looking for the right opportunity to throw him into the dustbin. In frustration, Awolowo resigned from Gowon's cabinet when he realized he had been politically duped. Awolowo quashed the Biafran dream while the northern establishment killed the Oduduwa dream and betrayed Awolowo's presidential ambition thrice. The emergence of Awolowo's kinsman Obasanjo as head of state was another opportunity for him to realize his dream of ruling Nigeria. The 1979 election result was decided in the infamous judgment where the Supreme Court refused Awolowo's plea that two-thirds of 19 is 13 states and went ahead to declare Alhaji Shehu Shagari the winner of the election. The North, led by General Shehu Yaradua and Theophilus Danjuma, convinced Obasanjo why Awolowo should never be the president of Nigeria. Therefore, instead of a runoff election, which some believed could favor Awolowo, the Supreme Court declared Alhaji Shehu Shagari the winner. Chief M.K. Abiola at one point was used by the Northern-dominated National Party of Nigeria, NPN, to oppose the presidential ambition of Awolowo. He used his National Concord newspapers and enormous wealth to fight Awolowo and UMP, and when they finished using him to deal with Awolowo, they frustrated Abiola's presidential ambition and he had to resign from the party in 1982. Babangida annulled the election of Abiola in 1993. Yorubas alluded to a certain curse Awolowo placed on Abiola in that heat of the latter's opposition to his presidential ambition, that even if Abiola was to be given the presidential seat, he would not sit on it. The Northerners are wise. They learned how to manipulate their way into the heart of the Yorubas. The same method is introduced in this regime and the Yorubas are falling into the trap. Rumor going on that the Northerners has promised that year 2023 president will come from the southwest. Tinubu will contest as president under APC, the same way Gowon promised Awolowo. A group was installed at Motekun to protect the people of Yoruba land. The Northern rose against it. The Yorubas will forfeit their chances to become next president, said the Northern people. Tinubu playing along, no matter what comes up, he doesn't go against it. A man who sold his birthright will sort for it with tear, but it will be too late. Yoruba, wake up from your slumber. It's time to move forward. So guys, I believe that everybody really understands this whole thing, and it is something that we are seeing on a daily basis. All these things have been going on for a very long time, even up to this time. So why is it that some people have not really learned lessons? That's just my own opinion. Why is it that people have not really learned lessons? A lot of people are saying, they shouldn't allow history to repeat itself. But as many that want to fall in for such things, I think maybe they will have themselves to blame at the end of the day. Someone says, thank you for your write-up. Those that criticizing you did not know the facts. Yoruba should not be deceived again. We have lost our heroes from 60s to date. That is the reason. I am appealing personally to Asiwaju Tinubu and other Yorubas to please learn from history, not to be deceived by anybody. Abiola can be still alive and Adibin, he did not fall into the trap. Someone say British hate Yoruba for being wise and cautious to their benefits. So the question is that what I asked before, why is it that people are not really learning from history? That why is it that if really all of these things really happened, why is it that they are still falling for the same thing or falling into the same trap? And at the end of the day, I would not needless to begin to expatiate or be saying more things. All of these things are before our very eyes, which we are experiencing on a daily basis. And someone is trying to shed light on this article. It says Howard was released by Gowon in 1966, having been sentenced in 1962, not Ojukwu. Ojukwu was never a head of state. Ironsi was. Ironsi could have done it, but failed for the reason best known to him. And someone tried to buttress or counter what this particular person said, saying Gowon and Ojukwu were not in good terms for Ojukwu to accept order from Gowon to release Awolowo because head of state don't control regional government. Ojukwu control eastern region, okay? Was Awo sentenced by regional governments? Awo was sentenced in 1963 on accusation of felony by the federal government. So Gowon, who was in charge of the central government, had the power to release him. The coup that brought Gowon to power took place in 1966 July and Awo was released in August same year. Meanwhile, Ojukwu had been in power since January 1966. Does it then mean he did not deem it fit to release Awo until Gowon came to power? Awo was of sound mind then and he knew who released him. Another says here that honestly, this singular act of betrayal was and have been responsible for the rift and distrust existing between the Southwest and Southeast for decades, and the likelihood of history repeating itself again in is there with the people of Mr. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who is so desperately overambitious to become the president, even to the detriment of all Southerners. And someone says, but the same can still be president of the Oduduwa Republic as long as it is recognized internationally as a sovereign nation. Check nations like Benin Republic, Togo, Gambia, etc. They all enjoy sovereignty globally. So the Yorubas and their APC Janus have that opportunity on their hands. No betrayal at all. Gowon had no power any regional government, and Ojukwu and Gowon were not in good terms of Ojukwu to accept order from Gowon to release Awolowo. That's what the person said before now. And someone believes that it is an Igbo man that is writing all of these things before I pity them, that there's no need for you to pity them. Before I pity them, I'm begging Yorubas to sacrifice 2023 for them, but never again. Go and do your worst. Don't envy anybody. I think people have not really gotten this issue. I'm just trying to digress. People are not still getting this issue of some people to be the president or not to the president. People who are talking, the masses, the people on the street who are always talking, okay, we are in charge. Can you ask people, the Hausa Fulanis, the Northerners, what they are enjoying since Buhari is there? Can you pinpoint one thing that an individual or individuals are enjoying under that government? Okay, now if a Yoruba man is the president, does it make it impossible, or does it make it right because the Yoruba man is the president and he will ignore somebody who is from the south? He will ignore somebody who is from the north. He will ignore somebody who is from the southeast. Is that how we are doing all of these things? Okay, like I said, if an Igbo man becomes the president, so because he's an Igbo man now, he will forget every other person. He will forget every other region because an Igbo man is the president. And that's vice versa. Like now, the question we are asking now, with what we are experiencing presently, an Hausa man, whether Hausa Fulani is the man president, Buhari is the president now. So what has he done specially for the people of the north who are on the street? What have they gained? I don't just understand why people just think like that. It's okay if the Igbos don't get that you not pity them, that they are telling them to sacrifice the presidency for them. So if you sacrifice the presidency for them, where does that leave you as an individual? Where does it leave us? So it's just for them to get it. If the Igbos, if they get it, so every other person should be bind to the Philistine. They should just go. I don't know. So because Buhari now, they are now in power from that region now. So every other person is should go and fend for themselves. And that's why we are having a lot of problems. If a Yoruba man becomes the president, if you sacrifice, what has that got to do with you that you are on the streets? What are you fighting for? You are just fighting, okay, because somebody is just from the west or southwest getting an appointment and what have you, then all your problems are solved. So the man who gets what will be enjoying with his family, enjoying all manner of things, and you that you are from that region because it's just there, because their own satisfaction, should be your own satisfaction without you getting anything as a citizen of the country. It's very, very appalling when people begin to bring we are not going to let you. If all those people who are fighting for those positions, once they get there, will they remember you? Fashola was in charge of 3 portfolios in the Buhari's first regime. Where does that leave, or where did he leave a southerner on the street? So it changed the economy, it changed the prices of food in the market, or it helped in the area of security, or it helped in the area of electricity. I don't know how it affected them. Oh my goodness, a lot of people. That's why the Bible says that people perish for lack of knowledge. Because as Fashola got this position now, because somebody Ogbonaya Onona got that position he got, how did he affect an Igbo man on the streets? I don't know. Buhari is the president. How has he affected the electricity? How has he changed the narratives, the good governance, good standard of living of this country? How has he affected it positively? Those are the questions people don't answer. So because Buhari is a Fulani man, so because I'm a Fulani person now, then I should be satisfied, even if I'm going hungry, even if things are not working well for me, because Buhari is just there and I'm from his region. So everything, it settles it. Until we begin to think deeply and have open mind, that is when things will begin to go on well in this country. I'm just trying, like I said, I just try to digress from this article. You can talk on the article, you can talk whatever you think, because some people are beginning to bring some things that are not adding up according to them. But if you know better, please leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.